Hey y'all, it's Martina here. I'm super excited to try these new products from DevaCurl. So they sent me a couple things. I have a nice video next for you guys so you can see how it really works. I have someone that has pretty coils, really textured hair, and so we're gonna use it on him. And what I'm really excited about is the In Salon treatment, the Curl Bond Pro Boost. Both of these are going to repair the bonds in the hair from the inside out, and this treatment here should last 50 washes. It's really great for smoothing down frizz, giving your curls back spring, and again, just really repairing anything from the inside out. Any color, any heat damage, just will really help with that. So let's get started.
All right, so let's take a look. He has a great head of coils. His hair was in braids, which he's washed once since then, so it's still a little stretched out. I'm looking forward to using the treatment to bring some elasticity back. As you can see, he has some previous color, and he also hasn't had a trim in a while, so this curl bond treatment should really help seal his ends and to help him stretch until that next haircut as well. One of the main things that you really want to be sure of with coily hair is that it is getting hydrated, and the way to hydrate your hair is to wash it. So what I'm doing here with him is just really making sure that his hair is absorbing the water that I'm rinsing it with, no matter how long that takes. Really making sure that his hair is saturated with water before I go in with product. That's going to really help the product move around on the scalp, move around in the hair, but it's really going to start to put that base layer of hydration into his hair as well. So after our long rinse, we're going to start with the mild lather cleanser. I really like the consistency of the cleanser and how easy it is to work into the hair. It was actually really easy to work into the hair, and I realized that it seemed like I used a really good amount of product. So his hair is very dense, and I almost forget that the sides and the back were shaved. So really working it in, just really cleansing the scalp. So now we'll make sure to give it a nice thorough rinse and rinse all the product out. I did notice that I could really start to see his definition again, all the way down to the scalp, and really see where he has those areas that kind of look like waves, which is where his coils group together. And so it's really bringing back his snap in his curls and his coils, bringing back his elasticity, absorbing more water. So now we'll bring in the star of the show, the Pro Boost. This is an in-salon treatment. It is something that takes at least 5 minutes, and you really want to work it into the hair thoroughly. I'm going to separate his hair into sections so that I can really work through it well. It's going to repair the hair from the inside out. So any points of weakness in the hair strand, this is going to help strengthen that. It's going to help seal down those ends as well for someone who hasn't had a haircut in a while, or someone who has maybe had a color service. This is going to help take care of all those things, and it lasts for up to 50 washes. So that is 50 washes with reduced frizz, with the ends sealed. just more manageability and elasticity overall. So I'm going to really work this into his hair. And as you can see, I'm working it in and also detangling. And when I'm getting to those tangles, I'm just gently pulling them out and separating them and going back in and reworking until I can work my hands all the way through. Really working the treatment into the hair strand and into all of those coils with my hands. And as you're working that product in, you want to work that in until it feels smooth. So really making sure that that treatment is rinsed out well. But again, you can keep seeing how his curls keep changing. So now you see coils and curls from the root to the ends. His hair has some more sheen to it. It's absorbing a lot more water. And I wanted to use the conditioner on him as well. So I just work that in. His hair is already detangled pretty well from working the treatment in. So I'm just going to work the conditioner in through his ends. And you can see his ends, how springy those coils are. Those blonde ones you can see really well. And just really making sure that you move the hair around. His hair's pretty dense and pretty thick, so making sure that I'm moving it around so I can rinse all of that product out. And so these are his results after the Curl Bond cleanser, the treatment, and the conditioner. You can see that his coils are clumping and grouping together a lot better. We have coils from the scalp to the ends. His ends don't look like they need a haircut as much anymore. They're nice and sealed. His coils have absorbed a lot of water as well, which is the main goal, is to really get his hair hydrated first. And so we will apply some products next, and I'm going to braid and fade him. The first product we're going to use is the new Curl Bond Serum. I'm super excited for this to be added. It is something that will seal the split ends. So you apply this from mids to ends, really focusing on if there's any damage, where there's damage. And what this is really great for is after color treatments, after coming out of protective styles like he was, just to strengthen those ends. Next, we're going to use leave-in decadence. I really love the new consistency of this, how it's like a thicker cream. Working that in through his ends as well. The next product we're going to use is Flex Factor. I've really been loving this product. I love what it's for. It is for ultimate curl flexibility and curl protection. So this is great if you're going to do literally any style with your curls. It has heat protectant. It protects against manipulation and physical manipulation like braiding and twists. So we worked all of the Flex Factor in, and I'm going to use some braiding gel to smooth his hair and get everything braided into sections. But you can see the manipulation I'm doing with my fingers and the pulling. The Flex Factor really protects against any damage from that. Now, as I fade him, you can actually see that all of that hair that we saw in the bowl was just what's on the top of his head. So lots of density, full head of hair, which I love, but definitely was just that top half. Just gonna finish cleaning up his fade here, and then we will take a look at our results and really take a look at the ends of those braids. For me, typically when I'm doing a protective style like this and the person who is receiving the style hasn't had a haircut in a little bit, I expect to have those stringy pieces or those really long pieces hanging out of the ends of the braids or the twists. So I really want to take a look and see how his ends are and how the curl bond sealed his ends. But I could tell while I was braiding how well his ends were sealed. So we'll take a closer look. So now you can see here the ends of those braids are completely coiled to the ends. Not only do we not have straight pieces or any splits, it's gotten all the elasticity back from the root all the way to the end, which is super exciting. So very excited about these new products. And here's our finished product.